a little bit of a crazy world, so they need that positive influence. And it's nice to see you kind of come in here already assimilate into Cleveland. You know this city loves football. I think you probably have felt that since you've been drafted. That is what this city is about, the Cleveland Browns. What's kind of that reception been like for you from the fans?
It been extremely well.
Stop what you're doing. A rookie quarterback just rewrote the rules of pro sports. If you're here for the real story and not just the highlights, you're in the right place. Like and subscribe right now. And if you love Shedeur, then comment. SS 100%. This is a movement and you're early. Here's the deal. Shedeur Sanders, NFL rookie, Browns quarterback, certified system disruptor. And he may have just pulled off the most revolutionary contract move in league history. Not a signing bonus. Not a splashy endorsement add-on. This is not about money earned. This is about power retained. Introducing the Prime Equity Clause. On paper, it looks like a footnote. In reality, it is a line in the sand between the old NFL and whatever comes next. Shedeur did not just sign with the league, he partnered with it. If you're sticking around to see how this Browns QB chaos plays out, you should definitely be subscribed. Most rookies are happy to make the roster, read media talking points, and smile through their first post-game. Shedeur walked into negotiations like he owned the building, and walked out with a clause that could shake the league's carefully controlled empire. The Prime Equity Clause gives Shedeur a percentage of all revenue the NFL generates with his name, image, and likeness. That means merchandise, that means sponsorships, that means broadcasts, appearances, ads, collabs, content, all of it. If the NFL loses Shedeur Sanders to make money, Shedeur Sanders makes money right back. In one move, the old blueprint for controlling player branding lit up and burned. Let's put that in perspective. Rookie contracts are rigid by design. Salary, bonuses, media training, play your part. The league markets you how it wants. The team decides your image. The broadcast clips your moments. You go viral. Cool, just know the dollars go somewhere else. Shedeur said no. His clause flips the table. He is not a tool for the league's machine. He is his own economic engine. The NFL does not just employ him. In key moments, I toss him. That's why execs are fuming. Now the numbers. His rookie deal is valued at $4.66 million solid. But Shedeur has already made $14 million through brand deals, personal media, merch drops, and licensing tied directly to his likeness. $14 million before his first regular season start. How is that possible? Because Shedeur is not just a player, he is a platform. He controls his YouTube, his Instagram, his Twitch, his mini docs and behind the scenes vlogs. He has his own media team, his own editors, his own business structure. He does not need the league to tell his story. He is telling it in real time with millions watching, and he is not doing it alone. His brother plays a key role. This is a family-run media empire built from the ground up. Their content looks better than half the NFL's official productions. It feels real. It feels modern. It speaks the language of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. And guess what? It sells. His jersey sales alone have driven over $250 million in revenue. Let that sink in. One rookie. $250 million in merch. With the Prime Equity Clause, that is not just a headline. That is Shedeur's income. That is why the NFL is quietly freaking out. Because this is not just money in a player's pocket. It is power in his hands. And in the NFL's world, the shield is supposed to come first. The league shapes the narrative. The league owns the spotlight. Players perform, smile, sign, repeat. Shedeur flipped the script. He did not show up to be managed. He showed up to be partnered with. Now every rookie is watching. Every agent is taking notes. Every veteran who spent years building a brand under the shadow of the shield is asking new questions. The second this contract leaked, the conversation changed. Forget CBA debates. Forget revenue splits. Forget NIL talk as usual. The new question is simple. Why can't I have that? And that is the nightmare for NFL brass. Because the Prime Equity Clause is contagious. If it becomes a trend, the league does not just lose control of player branding. It loses its grip on how value is structured. Players become their own economies. Teams cannot just offer money. They have to offer partnerships, infrastructure, and creative freedom. The league has to ask what happens when players become more influential than the NFL itself. This model mirrors the biggest global stars in other sports. Think LeBron James, with production companies and media brands. Think Cristiano Ronaldo, whose personal platforms out-earn clubs. Shedeur's deal plants the same seed in the NFL, and it is growing from the inside. No union uprising. No grinding court battle. No years of collective bargaining. One rookie refused to play the old game, and it worked. The clause was approved. Merch is flying. Fans are hooked. The money is real. The precedent is set. Now the fear is simple. The Shedeur model becomes the blueprint. Rookies arrive with full media teams. Players demand content rights. NIL ownership becomes standard, not a luxury. Power flows up from the players, through their brands, through their voices, through their equity. The NFL becomes what it never wanted to be. A part of the player's business, instead of the player being part of theirs. So, what now? You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. Shedeur's contract is real. His empire is live. The numbers are public. The influence is spreading. The league can fight it and try to tighten rookie deals. Or the league can adapt. But here is the reality. Fans are already on board. They love Shedeur. They love the access, the personality, the authenticity. They do not want polished clips. They want his voice, his camera, his terms. If the league tries to box that in, it will lose. Viewers, merch.relevance. Let's break it down. This is not a lucky loophole. This is a rookie who understood what most athletes learn too late. Ownership is everything. Control the narrative. Control the value. Control the leverage. Now you are not just playing the game, you are changing it. Shedeur walked into the most powerful league in America and flipped the table like it was his living room coffee table. He did not ask for permission. He dictated the terms. No scandal, no holdout, no leaks. He laid out the blueprint and said, "Here is how. This will work." They said, "Okay." That quiet approval was the sound of a dam breaking. Agents are calling meetings. College stars are revisiting draft plans. Veterans are texting reps. Why? Didn't I get that clause? Let's not twist it. This is not just cash. This is agency, autonomy. The ability to build something that lasts beyond football. He is not betting on a 10-year career. He is building a 50-year brand. Today's athletes are judged by more than stats. They are judged by presence, story, and how they shape culture outside the white lines. So he controls the medium. His Instagram, he owns it. His YouTube is fully monetized and fully his. Sponsorship deals are cut straight to him. No league red tape, no brand approvals. He tells his story in real time to millions on platforms the NFL cannot touch. The league cannot keep up. It was built to keep players in check with contracts and image control. He comes from a different school. Personality is not a liability. It is currency. How powerful is this shift? Right now, Shedeur is more influential on social than entire NFL franchises. His engagement is through the roof. His vlogs pull more young viewers than most team channels. When he speaks, people listen. Not because a brand told them to, because he earned their trust. Influence equals leverage. Today, influence moves faster than legacy. You can have a Hall of Fame bust and still get fewer clicks than a rookie doing a hotel room Q&A. He plays inside the league and outside it. He is winning both. This is not happening in a vacuum. The NFL is a billion-dollar machine, but it is brittle, built on routine, regulation, and control. Once players learn they can go direct to consumer and bring the fans with them, the foundation wobbles. Execs are already whispering about containment strategy. Translation: keep this Shedeur stuff from spreading. Too late. You cannot put toothpaste back in the tube. You cannot unsell a player on freedom. If the league clamps down with tighter rules or limits media rights, it will look exactly like what this clause exposed. A league afraid of evolution. Fans are not naive. They know this is a business. They know when a player gets boxed out. They are not buying team first lines anymore. Not when a rookie just set a new bar for athlete empowerment. The league looks dated, rigid, and reactive. Meanwhile, Shedeur is setting the terms, controlling his image, and stacking wins before a full regular season snap. That is a blueprint. It will spread like wildfire. College stars are watching. Agents are printing his deal and highlighting the prime equity clause in neon. This is the new gold standard. For decades, the NFL was the destination. The big stage. The final boss. Players like Shedeur are flipping that narrative. They are building their own stages. Bigger, faster, global. The NFL is a chapter in their story, not the entire book. The league knows it. That is why they are fuming. This is not about money, it is about control. Control over stories. Control over who gets the spotlight. Control over the ecosystem they have owned for generations. Shedeur does not want their ecosystem. He is building his own. He owns the content, the narrative, the equity, and he is just getting started. So what happens when the next Shedeur walks in with the same demands? When NIL ownership, media control, and brand independence become expectations, not exceptions. When rookies stop asking for a seat and start building their own tables. The game changes forever. The NFL can adapt or be left behind. Somewhere on Park Avenue, a senior exec is staring at a slide titled Player Autonomy Risk Matrix, wondering how a 21-year-old with a camera crew and a vision outflanked the shield. This is not a fluke. It is a long game, years in the making. Years in the making. Years before the draft, while others posted gym selfies, Shedeur documented everything. Not cringe, deliberate. He knew the league would try to shape him into a character. He is not a character. He is the creator. They thought they signed a quarterback. They signed an enterprise. Sponsors line up. Merch flies. A clip of him in a hoodie and shades goes viral. Fans know they are watching something new. This is architecture. Brand architecture. Built with zero help from the NFL. Full ownership of every pixel. The old guard always said the shield is the star. Players come and go. The shield stays. They survived scandals, protests, labor fights, lawsuits. They held the narrative. Until now. The narrative lives outside the building. In vlog uploads, podcast interviews, mic'd up moments he releases himself. That is power they cannot take back. It is not someday. It is now. There is a reason the NFL has not celebrated Shedeur the way. It hyped other rookies. He is uncontrollable, not reckless, independent. He does not need them. He walks into media day with a bigger following than most outlets. He does not need to build chemistry with fans. He already did. Two choices left. Option A. Embrace it. Allow equity. Allow NIL rights. Allow media autonomy. Share the spotlight. Give up control. Option B. Clamp down. Pretend he is an anomaly. Warn. Teams to avoid similar clauses. Close ranks. Either path has a price. Adapt and lose control. Resist and lose relevance. And the next generation does not want to be polished robots. They want to be creators, CEOs, moguls. Shedeur just proved it. Is possible as a rookie. Picture you are a college athlete. NIL is messy and fragile. Then you watch Shedeur step into the pros and not only keep his autonomy but expand it. That becomes the blueprint for everyone. Quarterbacks, receivers, edge rushers, safeties. If you have a brand and a voice and a following, why give that up? Why sign a standard rookie contract? Once players realize they can be athletes and business owners, they are not going back. They will ask, why can he get it and I cannot? The honest answer is simple. Because they do not want you to. When that dam breaks, the NFL becomes a different league. The shield will not collapse overnight. It is too big to fail that fast. But the league's monopoly on the player brand pipeline is over. They may still own Sundays. Shedeur owns everything else: the culture, the conversation, the future. He is the prototype, the mold, the reference point. The system worked best when players did not ask questions. Shedeur is asking all of them. Loud, public, and winning. Hit subscribe if you are watching this revolution unfold, and drop your take below. Do you want a league where stars own their light? Or a system where players stay in their place? Either way, the game has changed. Shedeur Sanders is 3 moves ahead. Buckle up, this is not just a contract, it is a countdown.
Thanks for staying informed with us. If you found this update helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, share the video with others who should know, and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you're always first to hear the latest breaking stories.